Wednesday, March 6, 2024. You are listening to the Daly Dose Sports Podcast, and I am your host, Clint Daly, coming to you from the Mile High City here in Denver, Colorado, and we are back for another week of talking sports with a dose of common sense. Hey, happy Wednesday to you. Hope your week is going well. Hope things are off to a good start. Hope you, your family, your friends, everyone in your world is staying strong and staying healthy right now. And don't look now, kids. But the month of March, I know it's just the 6th. It's already here. And things are going to start progressing really quickly. Because remember, we will be setting our clocks forward for daylight savings time this next Sunday. You know what that means? Well, yeah, it mostly means we're going to be tired. We're not going to sleep very well. Things are going to be off for a while, but we're going to get more daylight. You're going to have more time after work to actually go outside or after school to actually go outside. That is a very good thing. And then, you know what else is coming? Yes, March Madness is coming. Hey, some conference tournaments are already underway, and more are going to be beginning this week and into the weekend. And remember, Selection Sunday, it's less than 2 weeks away already. It is coming fast. As usual, got to announce this. Don't say you didn't know. We are hosting the Daly Dose Sports Podcast Bracket Challenge. So make sure that you sign up for that. It's already open. You can actually go join right now if you want to. Just go to ESPN, join the group on the Bracket Challenge called Daly Dose Sports Podcast. Or you could also go to dalydosesports.com and find the link there as well. It's free to enter. I send the winner a Daly Dose basketball t-shirt. So make sure that you go over and you sign up for that. So when the brackets do come out, you'll remember to go fill out your bracket and be a part of our challenge. However, I want to talk about something concerning March Madness a little bit right now. And it is something that I'm hearing quite often right now in the sports media. One narrative that I am hearing more and more this season from the so-called experts is that many people in the sports media world are saying that this year, with men's basketball not really having any great teams, they will instead be watching the ladies' tournament more than they will the men's tournament this year. Hey, good for them. The women's tournament needs more viewers. They need to actually start making some money with that tournament. So good for them. Go watch that tournament. I hope the ratings are significantly higher than they have been. The women's side has some really talented players. Iowa's Caitlin Clark just set the record for most points ever scored by a Division I basketball player in history. It's not just her, though. USC has Juju Watkins, LSU has Angel Reese, Notre Dame's Hannah Hidalgo are all really, really fun to watch. You also have some really strong teams over on the women's side. You've got South Carolina. You've got Ohio State. You've got Texas. You've got Stanford. Here is the problem for the women's game. And I'm really sorry. I'm sorry I have to point this out. I'm sorry I have to explain this to people. But when I hear the experts saying, well, we're going to go watch the women's tournament this year over the men's tournament, I have to call BS on that. I don't even believe you. I believe maybe you're going to say that. You're not really going to do it. Because here's the fact. There are only maybe 4 or 5 really good teams in the women's game. And then the talent really drops. And after you get down past, say, 10 or 15, the talent drops even more. So if you want to watch a tournament where the first 2 rounds are nothing but like 10, 15, 20-point blowouts, go ahead. But I'm actually going to be watching the boring parody of nonstop buzzer beaters and nonstop upsets and all of the Cinderella teams making it really, really difficult for the favorites to even advance. Hey, if you want to go watch blowouts, go ahead. And then later, the women's tournament might actually get really fun and really interesting. But don't try to tell me that the women's tournament is going to be better across the board. I know better. There aren't enough good teams for it to be that way. Whereas on the men's side, It's going to be competitive every single round. You can say it. You can pretend you're going to do it. I don't believe it. Hey, before we jump in today, just want to remind you, like I said earlier, make sure you are going over to DailyDoseSports.com, checking out some of the new things we have going over there. We do have a link to the Daily Dose Bracket Challenge if you want to go join. We also have links to the podcast. We have links to Daily Dose gear. We have links to the YouTube videos. And I do put up a sports article, usually at least once a week. So make sure you're stopping by the website and checking out what we have going on over there. Okay, YouTube, make sure you go over and you check out the rest of the podcast today, because today we are very March Madness heavy. We are actually going to be talking about some of the basketball teams on the men's side that you're just used to hearing about. They're blue blood names, they're big name programs. I've got news for you. You don't want anything to do with them this year. And we're going to be talking about some other teams that maybe don't have that big name. Maybe they don't have the blue blood program. They're going to be teams that actually could get in the dance, and they could even make some noise. Plus, our Daily Dose Top 5 is going to be counting down the top 5 college basketball scorers of all time. Well, at least seen by me. Because I'm not going off the stats. I'm not going off the all-timers. I didn't get to see some of those old-timers play. I don't know. But I'm going to go off the scores that I saw play. And I saw some really, really good ones. So I encourage you, go check out the rest of the podcast. I will leave a link here in the comments on YouTube for you. Hope you all are doing well. I will see you all next Wednesday. Have a great week.